So, very good evening to all. So let's recollect the tomorrow's concepts, tomorrow's lecture. So yesterday we just discussed about the introduction to Power BI, and we just discussed some important steps that we have to get into the C of Power BI so that we can get complete structure about the business intelligence. So let me open my PowerPoint. So the major part that what we have to discuss that yes, this is one we have. So I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible? Is it visible to all?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, it's visible. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So these are the steps we discussed in yesterday's class. So we have connecting data, pre-formatting the data, modeling of the data, data visualization, and publishing our report. So these are the major steps that we have to go when we are working with the Power BI desktop. So we'll start with connecting the data, and we just do some, data cleansing part and data pre-formatting part for in today's class, and how we can connect our Power BI with some Excel files, or we'll talk about connecting with some other formats. So that we'll discuss in today's class. So let us go into the, let me open. So I hope all have downloaded the Power BI desktop in their system, right? Anybody's there who don't have Power BI desktop? Hello? So just search Power BI desktop or Power BI in your system and just click on that, and you'll get this type of window, white window, where we start working on the our Power BI. So let me give some data set to you so that you can work out. So this is my data set folder, and here we have the data. So I post this data set in the chat. Download this global superstore data. It will take some time, and then we'll start working on that. Let me give some more data to you, so that once this part is done, then it's all done. Okay, this one. So first, download this global superstore data. Yeah. So all have downloaded this data set. All are ready with the data set. I need your response, guys.
Yes.
I know it's Sunday, but I need your response. Then only I can move
Yes.
forward. Yeah. Okay, fine. So let's start with that. So yesterday we discussed, if you want to check the about the version of the Power BI, go into the file and see about we have this version, and we'll start with that. So we talk about the data connection. So yesterday also we loaded the file in our Power BI. So again, we are doing the same thing. So getting the data, and we have an Excel file. Click on this Excel file, and where it is located, it is located in my data set. So this is my global superstore 2016 data. Select it and open. Yeah. So you will see this navigator window. In this navigator window, you see all these 3 tables we have with our data set or in our Excel workbook. So when we click on this, we can just have a preview of this table. Just preview of this table and just see that what the data we have in this table. Then we go to the people's table. We see this data, and then go to the return table. Then we see this data, that what the data we have, right? And we're done with this. Just click on this checkbox, check it, and go for transform data. So when we click on the transform data, directly move direct to or point to us or the Power Query Editor. So it is not the Power BI desktop as we discussed yesterday. This is our backend part where we work with the data. And this is the table that
we need to click on order and people, and then we have to click on transform.
Yeah, just a minute. Let me okay. Just go to get data, click on this Excel workbook, click on the global store data where you have downloaded and open it. It will open the navigator window. Just put the table which we want to work in the Power BI desktop. Just click on this, check this tables and go to transform, right? If we click on the load, it will load on the Power BI desktop, but we have to do some operations for some data cleansing, some pre-formatting of the data. That's why we have to upload our data on by using transform data. So this data is uploaded to the Power Query Editor. Just copied.
Tanmay, can you please mute yourself?
Yep. So this is the table we have, that is order table, people's table, and the returns table, right? So here we can observe that the table we have, these are the rows. These are the rows we have. These are the columns we have. That is row ID, order date, right? And these are the columns we have with us. So if we want to see that how many numbers of columns we have, we're not supposed to go and count all the columns that how many number of columns we have. So directly we can go at this part. Let me use my pen. So just a moment. So yeah. Got it. So if we want to count the number of columns we have, directly go to this bottom part. You will observe it is written 25 columns we have, right? And if you observe column profiling based on top 1000 rows. So although maybe we have a rows 1 lakh rows with in our data set, but just to understand the data, it only load 1000 rows so that we can get the complete understanding. But if we want to change that, we should if you want to change that, we should see all the data. You can click on column profiling based on entire data set, right? So we can get the entire data set, then we can observe the data, that what the data we have, what are the errors we have, and how we can clean this data, right? So but for for the getting the higher speed, or which can take less time to load the data in our Power Query Editor, we go for the 1000 rows, so we can get a general idea that what the data we have, right? Number one. Number two, you can see here we have a green lines, right? These are the green lines we have. This is called column profilings, right? This is called column profilings. If you put your cursor on this green lines, you observe that there is a drop down pop-up which is shows that valid data is 1000, error is 0, and 0 empty data, right? And similarly, you observe all these green lines, you observe that all these green lines are completely green. But here you'll observe this is the postal code column in which we have a green line as well as some part is in black. So if we put a cursor on that, you will observe that out of this, we have some null values. You can easily observe we have some null values, right? These are the null values and these are having a data with us. So it shows that what are the values are null values. These are the values we have the null values. How much percentage if we talk about this is the 806 data points are empty and there is 0 error and 94s are valid data. That means 94 rows have a particular data, but 81% of data are empty or null values, right? So that's what we can observe. This is my city data, state, country, all also. Before starting or before preparing any report, first you have to observe your data. Is there is any anomaly, is there is any error, is there is any null value that we have to replace, then do these things initially, then we move forward.
Bhavesh,
Yeah.
so when we import the Excel, so tool automatically understands and reflects this this in this profile.
Yeah.
Or
No, directly.
any specific setting is there?
No, there is no setting is there. We have an Excel file with us. Whatever the data point the person will feed in the Excel files, we just import the Excel file into the Power BI and directly, automatically, it will observe that there may be some empty rows. There may be some error is available in this rows. Automatically, it will detect. That is the beauty of Power BI, right? So by seeing just seeing this, green lines, we can easily observe if it is red. For example, if it is red, I will give the case of red. If it is a red, that means it shows that there is an error. If it is a black, that means there is some null value, some blank rows are there, right? So here we have all the green lines. So except postal code, all the data points are very good. There is no null values in this, right? So understand up to this point?
So Bhavesh, we have to give always transform or we have to give a load?
So we have to give always, we have to start with the transform.
Okay.
Because load is our, it is a front end. So what we are doing the operations with respect to visualizations, it is my front end. So before going to the Power BI desktop, we have to clean our data.
Okay.
As per the business need, and then we can load this data to the Power BI desktop so that we can do some good visualizations.
Okay.
Got it?
If the
Yes.
data is already massaged and the data in the Excel we are removing the null values and it is ready, then in that case we can directly load that.
Directly you can load, but if it is a clean data, then there is no point to change.
Hmm.
But generally it is a very very rare case we will get in the industry. So the
Okay.
data will feed in the Excel files. It may be some blank rows, errors. Sometimes that particular format does not supported by the Power BI. So we have to change that format with respect to the Power BI. Then it shows the error point. So that we have to do. But yeah, if it is clean, then we can directly go for load on that data in the Power BI, right? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So next, yes, I'll remove these annotations, right? So now you can observe we just gone through this order table, right? Fine. We have some date column. We do some operation with that also. Now we come to the people's table. So can anybody tell what is the operation that we have to perform or what happening with this data? Can we use this data directly for our visualization or directly load to the desktop? Is there is any changes required in this table? Can anybody observe?
Yeah, we need to massage this data. I mean, we need some work to be done over here.
See, yeah, we can do number of things with the data, but just at the first stance, if you observe this data, first, what is your step? You will go for starting the pre-processing with this data. At first step, just observe this data, which is seen on your screen, and I want to know the first step you have to perform.
So both the columns are green, so we can assume that this data is okay.
Okay.
There are no errors or null values.
Okay.
Right. So we
Fine.
can proceed further with this data.
Okay. This. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody can try?
Do we need to correlate people and order table together? Means, do we need to find some correlation between them?
We can find the correlation, but I'm just talking about just only one table, people's table. What we can observe that we have to perform first operation.
First row as header.
Exactly. That's why I want to know. First row should be header, and what it gives? It gives column 1 and column 2. But my header is what? Region and peoples. Can you observe?
Yes, yes.
So what we have to do? We have to make first our header to be the first row. My first row should be header. Same thing happens with the returns table. My first row, this is return, order ID, and region. So my first row should be header. But what the data we are fetching in our Excel, this is not the first row which is to be pointed as a header. So what we have to do, just go to the home tab. Observe, just go to the home tab. Here you can see, use first row as header. Use first row as header. Can you observe? Let me note this. There is a use first row as a header. Can you observe? See my cursor? First row as header. Right? So if I click on this use first row as a header, just see the data. Use first row as a header and click on it. Now, what will happen? My first row become the header. Same thing will do, same operation will perform with people's table. Use first row as header. Now this is first row as header. Right? Is that clear?
If I have clicked on the first row as header 2 times, then what is required to be done to reverse that change?
Sorry?
No, fine, it's okay.
No, if you want to reverse, you just remove this step. That's it. Just discussed already. Just remove this step. The step here, applied steps. When you want to reverse your initial conditions, then just click on this and remove this step. You can get the initial table what you have. Right?
Yes, have you shared the file?
Yeah, I shared the file on the chat.
Okay, can you send me once more?
Yeah, sure. Just a moment. Just check. It will get uploaded. So I think it is clear up to now. Right?
Yes.
Now, we go to the order table and we have number of rows in this table, right? Number of rows, number of columns we have in this table. And we want to know that where is region? where is region? Is there is any region column in this table? So although we have to scroll and check where is region, yeah, here it is the region we have, right? But in this, what we have to do, we have to go for this part, choose column, right? Here we get all the columns we have, and we will go for the region column, right? Here we have, and we click on OK. Directly it will just choose column, and we'll see region.
Bhavesh, sir, did you send the file?
Yeah, I sent it the file on chat.
Chat, but I have not received it yet.
Just check on the chat. It is there. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
It is just a moment. Have you received? Now check.
Yes, yes,
Got it?
yes.
Okay.
Is there? Thanks.
Okay, fine. So have you done all these operations, guys? Hello?
Yes.
Have you done all these operations?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now we have a people's table and we have a order table. So let us talk about people's table. In people's table, we have the region and the person, right? The region and the person. And of course, in order table, we have the region, right? We don't have any name of the person who are handling that particular region. Maybe this is the person who is the head of this particular region. So what we want the person should be at in the front of this region column, so that we can easily observe that this is the person from a particular region. So for example, let's take the Central America. So this is the person who is the head of this particular region, that is Central America. So we want that make this table to be joined with respect to the region, so that we can easily observe the things available in the people's table. So what we have to do, we have to go to the region table, right? And then we have to do an operation, that is we have to merge this table. This is my table. This is my order table, right? And here we will select the people's table. So this is my people's table. So we want to join this table with the help of the column, that is region. Let's select the region in the orders table, and let's select the region in the people's table, right? So you easily observe when these tables are not selected, the OK button is not on, right? Again, I'm doing the operation. Go to the merge query. This is the merge query. Merge query. Select the people's table to which we have to connect, or we have to put a joint. Since we are not selected any column when the orders table as well as in the people's table, so my OK button is off. So when I select the region as well as the region in the people's table, so it will get joined with respect to region. And you can easily observe that there is a by default, we'll go for the left outer joint. Yeah, here we have a use fuzzy matching to perform the merge. So what it is, the fuzzy matching is to perform the match is, for example, uh, mm, yeah. So fuzzy matching means there will be some, random values available in the data. For example, if we talk about, for example, we have Delhi. we have New Delhi, we have South Delhi, we have North Delhi. So this type of data can be treated as a single data. It will observe that we have to concatenate or we have to join this rows with respect to this data. So it will treat Delhi, New Delhi, South Delhi, North Delhi as a single label. Or we can take example, if in a table there is a Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh. So since there is a Pradesh in that table, it will directly check there is a common word between these tables, Pradesh, and it will treated that to be the single label, and it will get joined. So fuzzy matching is maybe somewhat sometimes it is very good for us, but it may create some hindrance in our data set. So although Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh are different states, but it will treat it as a same state. So that is not we need in our data set. So maximum time we will not use use fuzzy logics, fuzzy matching for this joining operations. So let's go with the left outer joinings. And yeah, from here we can change our joining conditions. We can go for right outer, we can go for full outer, inner, left, right.
Once again, tell where will this merge option comes, because it's not showing on the home tab on my screen.
Go to the home tab. Are you in the home tab?
Yeah, I'm on the home tab.
In Power Query Editor?
Power Query Editor, how to go to the Power, just
See here, there is a list written Power Query Editor.
in the Power Query Editor.
Right? And here it is merge query. Is it there?
No, it's not showing. By the name of combine.
You are in the home.
It's
home
showing
tab.
a combined query is being shown. So merge and combine, are they the same?
Because we are not having this combined query in this Power. You have what which version do you have?
I have
Which version?
August 2023.
August 2023. So update it, I think, because
Okay.
this will be the very old query we have, merge query. It doesn't, because combined query means it's combined the tables.
Combined query, on the combined query, it's showing merge query. Fine.
Yeah. Then it's fine. Then it's fine. So please update your Power BI desktop, right? So that you can get some update options to currently edit in this new version. So go to merge query and then we'll click on that. We'll select the next another table, that is people's table with us. We have a region. We have to join with respect to the region. So where is the region? Here it is, and this is the region. And then press OK. Done. So this is the table we have. You can observe we have the table. See, people's table have two columns, region and the person, right? And if we talk about when we join this table, we observe this type of columns is connected with that which have the table. So click on this outer two rows, you will observe you'll get this columns, and we want only person. So untick the region and take the person and okay. So you can see we can get all the names with respect to the particular region, right? But we want to make this column near to the region. So just right click on that and just pull it toward the region.
So I have one doubt. What we are going to do in this exercise by merging operation?
By merging operations, we are in some cases now we want to take some data from the other table and put this data to this table. This maybe actually what we are doing, we are making a complete single table by using the other tables.
Okay.
So although this data, people's table, person's data available in this table, we take this data into this my table. It is just a basic operation that we have to perform. It is
Okay,
Where's the
that means
as
we are
per
merging that table to the people's column is merging in the orders table.
order table.
Is
Yeah,
it what?
yeah.
Okay.
That's what we are doing. So now we have a region as well as in front of this region, we have the name of the person, right? So,
So again, tell that how to right drag the column towards that region column.
click on that,
Fine.
select the column,
Okay.
press your mouse
Okay.
and move, and then move the where you
Okay.
want to move it, right? Number one. Number second method is just right click on this column, right? And you have here, you got this move option. Move left, move right, to the beginning, to the end. If I select to the beginning, it will move to the at the beginning. And if we move, please put off your mic, please.
क्या हुआ? आपको जाना तो मैं लेके जाती कल पहनना है। कहाँ पहनना है? कल ऑफिस साड़ी पहन के जाना है।
Mahinder, please put off your mic, please.
Sorry.
So, yeah, it's fine. So we will click on this and we move to the beginning, to the end. We can move our column or just select the column, click on this column with your mouse and just scroll it where you want to place this column, right? So this is the way that we are doing, right? Number one. Number two, we want to change the name of the column. So just go to the header and double click on it, right? So this is my column name. I change my column name, right? So all the steps you can observe, what are the steps we are taking in this for particular table for pre-formatting or cleaning the data, all are recorded in this applied steps. Right? At any point of time, you can just remove your steps and get the data as it was initially. Got it? So if possible, try to do the same operation with me so that you can remember each and everything. Is it done up to now? So we are joining this table, we are merging. So at a time, we can merge only two tables. We cannot supposed to merge number of tables simultaneously, right? So for example, we have a table that is A, B, and C. We have table A, table B, C, and D, right? So first we have to join A and B with its particular column, and then we'll join this table with C, and then we can join this complete table with D. So in this way, we can join four tables simultaneously. But if we talk about the merge query, with the help of this merge query, we are only join two tables at a time, right? Now, next, the moving forward, now we are going for checking some data type. So I am moving toward my, again, this order table. And you can observe, you can see that what the data type we have in a particular column. So you will see here we have 1, 2, 3. So here the data type is a numerical data type we have. Here you can see ABC. That means this data type will be the text data. And here we see the calendar. It is the date and time data type we have, right? So if you want to check, just click on it, right? And just a moment. Yes, click on it and we'll see. Yeah. So just click on it. We can say change type. We can observe decimal. So it is a clicked on checkbox is there where it shows that it is a whole number, right? Which is a numerical data with us. And similarly, if we go to orders table and then we go for change type, we can see it is a data type we have, right? Likewise, we can check the what the data type here, or sometimes it may require that we have to change this data type into the text data. For example, let us go to the where is yeah, here we have. So we have postal code, right? In postal code, there is a null. Number of columns are null. So here we can check the data type is we have whole number, right? So what we want that this null should be replaced by NA, right? Null should be replaced by NA, number one. So before replacing with null with NA, what we can do, we will change this data type into the text and then we can replace it. Number one. Number two, if you want to replace this null with 0, then there is no point. We directly replace because this is already, it is a whole number and we can replace with a 0, that then it's okay, it will get changed. But since we want NA, so we have to change my data type. Just click on this number, will get this drop down, or put right click, change data type, and we can get these options with us. Change into text. So it will become text. You observe when we talk about the text all are at the left hand side, and the integer, numerical, float all are at the right hand side, right? So now I want to replace this null with NA. So what we can do, we can go for this and we'll check replace the value. In this column, where we have to replace the value? We have to replace the value in this column. Select this column, right click on this, and we'll get the option replace value. Select this replace value. Value to find which value we have to replace. We have to replace null. Replace with which value? We have to replace with NA. So null will replace with NA. Just press OK. Now you can observe the null is replaced with the NA. Got it? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the reason for doing this NA?
See, reason is that there is a need, there is a business need that whatever they are writing in that the columns we have null values, the blank values we have, because all the columns are blank, right? There is no value in that column. That is why by default it's showing null. So but in that since it is a blank column, so we have to replace this column with we as per the business need, we just put this as NA. If your business said don't replace with NA, you have to replace with the 0. Okay, then no problem. We'll replace it with 0.
Okay.
Right? So that's
Okay.
what we
In
can.
Excel also it will be showing as NA or null, or it will be showing as something not filled, that
See,
particular
we
field.
are just taking this Excel file and point to our Power BI desktop, right? So whatever the
Okay.
operations we perform in Power BI, it is in the Power BI.
Okay.
There will be no change with the Excel,
Acha. Okay.
right?
Okay.
Fine.
So technically, if we keep the values as null as it is and not replaced with NA, and business does not care about that, like there is no requirement as such from them. So in that case, is there any error will pop up later on because of those null values?
No, there will be no error will pop up. Why it is not pop up? Because there should be a same data type. That's it. Whatever the value we are fitting in the in place of null, it should be a numerical value or it should be a text value, right? So for example, if see at present this is my what?
Numeric
This is my
plus text.
yeah, but what it is showing?
Text.
ABC, I mean text.
NA.
Yeah.
It is showing text, right? because we convert our data type into text. See, change type, and what we can see, this is the check at the text. So this column, although it contains a numerical value, but it contains a number, right? I'm not saying it is a numerical value, it is a number, right? And if you talk about the postal code, so postal code, your HRM ID, right? Customer ID, is it a numerical value?
Yes.
Yes.
It is a numerical value, but can we do some calculation and get some output with this value?
No.
There is no point. So same here, postal code is also numerical data, but it is not having any significant effect for our calculations. So if we convert this numerical data into the text data, it does not affect any on my calculation, on my profit, on my sales, on my predictions, right? So if the business needs to be replace the null values, you can replace. If business does not having anything with this null values, keep it as it is, right?
Yeah.
If business needs to replace the null values with 0, then it's okay. If then needs replace this value with 000050, because it is a postal code, and if any any city does not mention the postal code by default should be 000. 5 zeros are there, so we can replace that value with that, right?
So in case if we need to do bulk data update, for example, now we have replaced throughout null with NA, but
Yeah.
if there is situation where we need to replace couple of like 100 records with values X value provided by business, next 100 might be with the Y value. So do we need to do that by manually selecting those rows and replacing with that, or how can we do these kind of things? Bulk update is fine, like we can directly replace with the in the value.
Right. See, if you want to, for example, these are the postal code, right? So we'll maybe we would take some postal code in the A bucket, B bucket, C bucket, and D bucket, right? So we want to replace some bunch of postal code into the A, some bunch of likewise, right? Am I right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And some postal code should be in B, and some postal code will be in C. So what we are doing in that case, we can change that value as well. But in that case, we want that postal code should be changed into the a particular value. So we have to go for, see what we have to do. We have to take a particular table. We have to divide this table into another 4 tables where we can change the complete value, and then we can merge finally.
Okay.
Right?
Separate operation we need to take care and then merge.
Then we can
final result.
we can merge the final result. Right?
Okay.
Fine. So now you can observe this is my text data. This is my text, although it is a numerical value in the columns here, but this is my text because it is showing text data. Now we are converting into the whole number. So since my nulls are text data, now what it is showing? See what it's showing? It's showing error. And I already said when there is an error, you will see the red line in that. So 806 or 80% data points are error. What is the error? Some are my data are numerical and some are my text data. So it does not read that data, it shows the error. So what we have to do, we have to again take it into the convert into the text data, right? Clear up to now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the process of data cleaning, right, sir?
Yeah, this is the process of data cleaning, because this is, see, to make the reports is most easiest task. What I observe.
Sir, if we want, sir, so clean data, if we want clean data to be transformed into Excel file, can we get it or not, sir?
Sorry?
Sir, after data cleaning, if we want this data to be shown in Excel file,
Exactly, we can.
so how can we save in Excel?
Once it is get clean, we'll get just click on the table, upload. See, we are putting some data cleaning here. We load this data into my Power BI desktop, because the data should be loaded in the Power BI desktop. It is completely clean data. And when the table is showing in that Power BI desktop, we'll just click on the table and get the copy the table option. When we right click, we'll get the copy the table option, and the table complete get copied, and we'll paste into the Excel file. I'll show you, don't worry, I'll show you. Just wait for 20 minutes. I'll show you. Right. Now we have an order table. Now we have an order table. In order table, what we can observe? We have a date, we have a month, and we have a year. So what my business need? My business needs that there must be another column in which there is only year. There is another column in which there is only month, and in another column there is only quarters we have, right? So from this table, we have to extract the year, extract the month, and extract the quarters. Number one. Number two, here we can observe the month in numbers, but we want month name. We want month name. So what we have to do? We have to do some basic operations that we will perform, and then we'll get everything step by step, right? So let's remove this a note. Wait, just erase this first. Done. So we'll go to add column. We'll click on the add column. Previously, we are at the home column, and currently we are working on Power Query Editor, right? We are not on the Power BI desktop. We are on the Power Query Editor. We will click on the add column because we have to create some new columns which have year, month, and quarter, right? So we will click on add column, and here we have date. Here we have date. And then here we have year. So we have year, start of year or end of the year. Let's start with January and with December. So it will give the start with the December month. So we'll want only extract the years from this table. So just click on this year and boom. Here we go. Here we have this years 2014, 14, 12, 12, 12, everything's with us, only years. We just extract the year from the order date column. Right? Now what we want to take the name of the month, right? So we are same add column, go to the date column, date option, and then go to the month. Here you can see month, start month, end month, days in month, or name of the month. We want name of the month. Just click on it, and here we go with the name of the month, right? So here we have 11 11 2014. Here we have 2014 with 11, that is November, right? And the next column we want to be the quarter. So same, go to the date column, and here we have, so
Bhavesh, I have one doubt. Like when you are doing this operation, that extracting year is going in the extreme right, and the extracting month is again going in the extreme right of the column.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen like this, or it will come to the immediate next column?
No, whatever the operation you will perform with this columns, output will be at the last. The new column will be added at the last.
Extreme last.
Extreme last.
Okay.
Right? If you want to put it into near to the date column, then it's okay. You can scroll it and put it in the date column.
Okay, manually we can scroll it and
manually we can scroll it and put it in with the date column, no problem.
Okay.
Fine. Now we have to go for quarters. So just click on it, go to quarters, and we have quarter of the years. Just click it, it will go again extreme last. So what you can observe here, we have the fourth quarter, first quarter, right? So we want that it should be, it's just showing the number. So we want that there should be some, there should be some prefix over there so that we can easily observe that this is we are talking about the quarters. So to add the prefix, what we have to do? We have to go for some transformation, because although we got this data and we have to transform this data. So go to this transform tab, home, transform, and 8 column. Up to now we used this 3 tabs. So now I'm using transform tab. Just click on it, right? And just go to the format. This is my format, right? And this is my add prefix or add suffix. So we want prefix. What prefix we want? We want a Q, Q4, Q1, Q2, Q3. So just, okay, now it become a text data, Q4, Q3, right? Got it?
Yes.
So now we extract all the years, quarters, and the month from my order table by using order dates. Now what we want to be the combine these two tables, which shows that there must be a 2014. We are talking about the fourth quarter, 2014 fourth quarter, 2012 first quarter. This is my 2014 first quarter. So we want to combine these two tables. So what we have to do? We have to select year and then control, then select this quarters, right? And then so now just remove this. So can you see in transform there is a merge column? Can you see? In transform there is a merge column option. Just click on it.
Yes.
It will show that how we can merge and what are the separator we will use to differentiate to this merge column. So we will there are some separators, that is colon, comma, equal signs, semicolon, space, tab, but we want a dash between them. So what we will do, we will just put this custom, we select the custom column, and put the hyphen between them, and then just click OK. So now my data get merged, right? This is my new column. This combine both the columns. So now we can replace, change its name. We'll write year hyphen quarter, right? This is my new column we added. This is year and hyphen quarter. So any doubt up to now? Any doubt up to this point? Hello?
No doubt.
No doubt. That's good. So I hope all were doing simultaneously with me. Now we all did this operations, and then we will go for another operations or another concept that we'll learn, that is duplicate, right? So we have to check that is there is any duplicate data in our columns. So let us take this order ID. So let's select this order ID. Whatever the column we have to select, or we have to find the duplicate in this column. Just select that column, right? And go to this home tab, and then go to keep row. So in keep row, we'll select this column, we'll go to home tab, and we go for keep row. In keep row, we'll click on keep duplicate. It will keep the duplicate. If there is any duplicate, it will keep the duplicate and remove other stuff. So just select keep duplicate, and here we go. So these are the columns which have a duplicate value, because it is an order ID, and there may be a possibility that particular customer can order 4 products. So there maybe it's order ID. So there is a duplicate order ID in that particular column. So now I am reversing my data. I am removing keep duplicate, and then my data will be raised to the initial position. Now select the row ID. Now I observe, I want to find is there is a duplicate in the row ID. Just select it and keep duplicate. Here we go. There is no duplicate in this column, because so from here we can say that row ID is the unique ID we have in our data table, right? So there is no duplicate in my row ID. So I'll just remove this step and we get the data as initial we have, right? Now, if we want to remove the duplicates in my columns, then what we have to do? If you want to remove the duplicates in my column, for example, we want to remove all the duplicates order ID if there is a case, because although we don't want to duplicate this, remove the duplicates in the order ID, because although we have to observe the how many times the particular customer orders the particular product, so it will helpful for us. But just get some understanding with just using this column. We want to remove duplicates from this column, so we'll just select this column and go to this remove row. And in this remove row, we have remove duplicates, right? So when we click on remove duplicates, it will remove all the duplicates available in the columns. So we all have the unique order ID with us, right? There is no duplicate order ID in this column. So that's what we can do by using this duplicate option, right? Is that clear to all?
Yes.
Bhavesh, I have a doubt. Like, what do you mean by duplicate here in order ID?
In order ID, for example, we have this, for example, just check this order ID, right? So we have a
Okay.
same order ID with the same number, CA 2004 AB1001514044194, right?
Okay.
So this is the duplicate order ID we have, right? So we want a unique. So it will remove one and keep you remove all the IDs and keep only one ID.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes happens, sometimes we require these operations. For example, there are number of duplicate data is fed into the data. So that's what we have to remove the duplicates. If you want a unique data points, right?
So for that particular field, it will be treating as empty, or it will be like how it will be treating
It will
the
remove the
cell.
data. It will remove that data.
Remove the data means that will create blank.
No, see what will happen. For example, let me on my annotation. See, yeah, red point. So this is my duplicate and this is my
Yes.
duplicate, right? So what I want only one data from this. For this order ID, only I want one row. Rest I don't want. So what will happen when we remove this duplicate data from my column? It will remove complete row. If there is same
Okay.
order ID available in another next line, it will remove that row also.
It's a complete row will be eliminated.
Yeah, it will complete row will be eliminated.
Okay.
You only left with a unique order ID.
Unique order ID.
With the unique data. That's it. Right? Any doubts till now?
No.
Okay, fine. So this is the all work we did on this global store data 2000. And now what we have to do? Now we have to take this data to my Power BI desktop. So although we did many cleansing operations, pre-formatting on this data, and then now moving to the Power BI desktop. So when we want to move this data to the Power BI desktop, what we have to do? Just click on this close. We'll here get the option close and apply or close. We'll go for close and apply. Just click on close and apply. The Power Query get closed, and this data will load it. It will take some time. See, the data is loading on my Power BI desktop. Order people returns table. Now you can see in this data column, data part, we have this order table, people's table, and the return table. So all the labels or all the features are, you can easily observe here we have, right? So now my data is loaded from the clean data is loaded, or it is a pre-processed data is loaded in the Power BI desktop, right? So this is the part that we have. This is called report view. This is called table view. And this is called model view. And now those who have updated Power BI version, there is another new option is added, that is Power Query view, right? There's a new option is added in this new version, that is DAX query view, right? So we'll start with a report view. In report view, we can build our visualizations by using various charts. Here we have a number of charts with us. This is number of visuals we have. We'll step by step work on that, and we'll work on the most of the visuals which are used and why this visual is used. I will give answers for all the questions, so that you can just give the answers to your business or stakeholders or in the interviews. And this is my table view. So what are the table is get cleaned in our Power Query editor. We just click on this table view and we'll get this data in this table, which is the clean data. See, you can easily observe we had clean all this data. We added some new columns, that is year, quarter, month name, and everything, right? So somebody asked the questions that how we can copy this clean data to my Excel. So just right click on this table and just copy table. Now the table is got copied. Just working on that, working on it. The table is got copied, and just open your Excel, because what I observed, that is quite simple to clean the data in Power BI rather than to clean data in Excel. So, and we'll paste this data into my Excel file, right? So here we go with the data, with the clean data. We have, see here, we have quarters, we have months, right? Name of the month, all are the clean data we have. And if we remove the duplicate, there is no duplicate data. We have with the region data, where is region? This is my region, right? So in this way, we can copy our data to the Excel as well from the Power BI, right? Again, I'm explaining, just right click, go to this table, but you should be in a Power BI desktop. If you copy from the Power Query, it will not work, right? Just go to the Power BI desktop. Just click on this copy table, and then paste it in your Excel file where you want to use this data. Is that clear? Is that clear to all?
Yes.
Fine. So now I'm going to save this file. So just click on the file, save as, and I'll go to the so just one Control S. Yeah. So the file which we are going to save, it should be in PBIX format. It should be in a PBIX format, right? So we can name this file whatever you can name it, it is global PBIX, right? So we'll put a save this file and it gets saved. Fine. So now open the new Power BI window. I'm just closing this and then I'm again opening new Power BI desktop and load some another data. So I posted on the chat, that is one file, its name is yeah, PDF sample 1. PDF sample 1. All have downloaded this file, PDF sample 1. Hello?
No, it isn't showing.
Yeah.
Okay, then again, I'm posting on your chat. Just download this file and then I'll just explain something about this PDF file. Control C and received.
Yes.
So store in a particular folders, whatever the data set I am giving, just store in a particular folder, that's so that we can use and you can practice. Yeah. So just open a new Power BI window. We are working with a PDF file. Previously we worked with a Excel file. Now we'll work with a PDF file. So let me open this PDF file directly in PDF format, right? Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is my PDF file, which shows some, sample data for data table or this. We are not having any concern about this, text data. We have to concern about our table data because Power BI only work with the tabular data. So here we have this table, name of coils, number of paper clips, and here we have, this is the table that we want to, load in our Power BI desktop or Power Creator. This is speed, driver, car, engine, and date. And this is the table. So we can easily see that there's 1, 2, and 3 tables with us in this PDF file, right? So I'll close this file and then we'll go to the Power BI and we'll go for get data and just search where is PDF. So here is not there. Just go for more. And here we go. We have PDF file, right? Or you can search in this search option. Just click on this PDF and get connected, right? So just it open the folder and just click on your PDF sample 1. So when I connect this PDF file with my Power BI desktop, you can see the navigator window, right? So although we have this
Just
navigator window.
On my screen earlier, Excel is opened in Power BI desktop. So how to close that one and upload this new PDF file which you have been chilling?
You just save that file.
Okay,
You save that Power PBX file, what we worked earlier,
fine.
and then close it and open new Power BI. Or directly go to this file and click on new. You will get the new option over there. So you can open the new window of Power BI as well.
Okay.
Is it done?
Doing it. You may proceed further.
Okay, fine. So get the data. I'll again go to PDF, get connected, and then here we go with my PDF data, where it is all files. This is my PDF sample, open. So here is get open. So we know that the Power BI will play only with the tables. So we have the table 1, table 2, table 3, and table 4. So just take a preview of this table. So there is no use of this table. We are not concerned about this table, whatever it may be. And then go to next table. We don't want to do anything about this table, and then go to the table number 3. Yeah, here we go. We have to upload this table to my Power Query Editor as well as Power BI desktop, right? So this table, oh, there is no use. So we'll go for this table number 3 with the speed, driver, car, and engine, and of course the date. Fine. So just check mark on this table and click on transform, right? So whatever the data you'll get from the business side, before loading to data directly into the Power BI desktop, before that, just observe the data into the Power Query Editor, do some observations, do some operations which is required, and then upload on the desktop, Power BI desktop, right? So I'll go for transformation. Yeah, this is my table. So speed, driver, car, engine, and this table name is table 3. So the table name is showing somewhat, it's not giving any sense to us. So just double click on this and we'll change the name. We will type it to be a car data. Fine. This is my car data we have. So as usual, just observe the data speed. It isn't float value, decimal value we have. This is text value, this is text, and this is also text, and this is the date column we have, right? Now what we can see, we want that the driver name and its last name, its first name and last name should be in a different column. So what we have to do, we have to just click on this column and just go to the split column. So in this, you can see the observe by delimiter, by name character, by position, by lowercase to uppercase, by uppercase to lowercase, by digit, by non-digit. We use delimiter because there is a delimiter that is space. So our Power BI is very smart. It will directly observe that there is a delimiter that is a space between these two names. So when we click on the split and we go for the delimiter, directly observe there is a space in between this, and we will click on the OK, and it will give the different tables, different columns, right? So this is my first F name. And this is my L name, right? This is my first name, this is my last name. So that's what that's how we can split two tables as per the need, right? And again, I will show you something. So we have, see, here we have only two words with us, last name and the first name. And here we have some advanced options with us. So we have to split that column into two columns. So although maybe there is a possibility that we have a middle name also there, first name, middle name, and the last name. So we have to split that columns into the another three columns. So we can go for the advanced options, right? So up to now, we're done with this. Is that clear to all? Is that clear? So now we have this name of the driver, first name, and the cars, right? So now we want to count that how many number of cars we have in there. So we can how we can do that how we can count these cars, that wow, how many number of split of America, how many of Wingfoot Express we have, Green Monster we have, Split of America we have. So we will group this data into such a way so that we can get the count. So just select this column and go to the group by. So from here, group by, we have to group the column on the basis of the car, right? So we'll click on this, we'll get all the features we have in our data set, in our table: speed, FNAM, LNAM, and car, engine, and date. So we want to group with respect to car. Just click on this. Again, we have advanced options. If we want to group by with the various different names, then we have to group with respect to number of columns. But initially we use just basic operations with respect to car. And now the new column which we get after the group by, that is count of cars. The count of cars. And what is the operation will perform on that? Will perform the various options we have: sum, average, median, mean, max, count rows. So we want to just count the rows with the same data we have in our rows. So I'll click on this, and here we go. See the number of cars in this particular table. We have this 3, this is 1, and this is 3, this is 2, this is 1, right? So this is the operation for group by. We already did this operations. If you have known about some, this group by operations we perform in Python, as well as we perform these operations in SQL as well. The people who are from IT background, they can easily know and they understand this concept. But yeah, Power BI is such a beautiful tool, so anybody can easily understand this tool, whether it's from technical or non-technical background, right? So here these operations we did. So once we have split the data and we make some group by. Is that done? Is that clear to all?
Date का
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Clear?
Can you just tell us one thing, that in the data where you change the date, since it's showing in the format of just a minute. How can I go back to when I have performed these functions of group by, how can I go back to my data once again?
Just remove this step.
Okay. So if we are going to remove this step, then what was the sense of performing that? If we want to keep that with us, or we want to keep that screen with us, then how we can
Fine,
keep?
fine. So for that, what we have to do? For that, we have, see, we want that count in a particular table, right?
Yeah.
See, if I perform this group by operations, see, let's do group by, count, car row, everything is done. So this is my group by operation I perform, right? And we want this table with us, right? That's what you want. So what we have to do, we have to copy this table and create the duplicate, right? This is my duplicate data we have. Just write car count, right? And this is my table with the car count. This is my new table. This is my old table with which we have, right? So we just perform the group by operation. Just select the car, we perform the group by operations, and just go. Here we go, right? So now we have two tables with us. One is
One thing more, in the date column, you changed since date.
date column. Yes. Hello.
Change that format of date which you did earlier.
This is a date column.
No, it's like it's showing like 8/5/63. So how to brought it in the format of 8/5/1963?
That means you want
In my data, it's in the form of 8/5/63.
okay. Okay. So see, data that I shared, you are using same data.
Yes.
So why it is not showing? It is the same. It is in the same data format we have. It may happen like this. Anybody are facing the same issue?
We are able to see the same data.
So do one thing. You just
Share
close
my
your.
screen.
You can share, but do one thing first. just close the Power BI, everything, just close and reopen the new window and just directly, transform, upload this data into the Power BI again,
Okay,
right?
fine.
So that's what till now we did, right? So now I'm closing this window as well. Save this file, service. Wait. Close. Close and apply. So we prepared the two tables in the Power Query editor. So one is for car data and one is for car count after applying the group by operation. Right. So here is the table. Yeah, here we have, right? So this is the old table we have. This is the table which is we created for our analysis, right? And this is what we have, a table view for this, all the tables. Okay, fine, done. So I'm just going to save this file as well. This is car data.pbix. Done. So I'm again opening a new file. Yes. So again, we are at the new file of Power BI desktop, right? Now what we are doing, sometimes what happen, the business asks us to work with the Excel file, and for example, we have a folder. This is my folder. This is my folder in which I am putting my .excel file, right? This is for January. This is for February. This is for March. And this all the files to be uploaded in the Power BI so that business can understand in last 3 months what is my data says, right? And simultaneously after 1 month, what the business expect that there should be a automation that when we put this file in the 4-month XLS file is updated in the 4-month, this should be reflect on my data, where this all the files in our local system, right? All these files in my local system. So this is my folder. We put all these files in this folder, and this is to be in my local system, right? So Power BI directly get the file updated into my tables, into my visualizations. So if there is only first, second, third month up to the March, when the April is added, it will reflect on my data, in my visualization, everything, right? So that's what the business need, right? So that's what the business needs. So what we have to do for that? So if we want to get the data, so how we can get, for what options we'll go for in this part? Anybody can answer? We'll connected the Excel file, we'll connected the PDF file. Now we want to connect the folder. So simply we go to the more options, and here we have this option that is folder, right? Can you observe? We have
Yeah.
folder option. So just click on that folder and connect. So it will ask you the path of the folder, or you can browse on which your files are located, right? So here we have, see, we have a monthly sales data. And if I open this file, we have a data for February, March, April, May, June, July, and August and September, right? 2016 data we have, right? This is my sales data. And when there is a new file will added in this folder, it should be reflect in the Power BI, and my Power BI report should be updated in my Power BI desktop, right? So more or less, my local system will work as a cloud, and my Power BI desktop will work as a Power BI service, right? So when we update this table in my folder, it should be reflect on the report of Power BI desktop. Same pipeline will follow when we talk about Power BI service. In that case, we'll talk about the direct actual cloud and my actual Power BI service, which is also in the cloud. Then that only they get connected with each other. Since our data in the local and desktop is also in a it is our Power BI desktop. It is also in local, so they can get connected with each other. We can update here. It will reflect in our report. Got it? So I'll close it and just browse the folder. Where is my report? So I'll browse here. I'll go to the desktop, my Power BI classes, and then this is my monthly sales data. And okay, right? This is the path I given, and then I'll press OK. Now here we'll observe something new. Let us check. So here is the path is seen, and here are these are the all the Excel files available in that particular folder. April, August, February, June, July, March, May, September, right? And here we have a new option will come in picture, that is combine. Load transform data, although we know about it. And this is new option with this combine. So what we are doing, we are combining all this table. So we know that whatever the table we are going to combine, they should be have a same header. They should be have a same feature. They should be have a same column names. Then only it can get added, right? Otherwise it will throw the error. So content, name, extension, this all are the time at which this is a timestamp that at which we are creating this everything, and we are putting in this, all are coming from this particular folder. This is the folder path, and we'll combine. Click on the combine. Again, we observe two options: combine transform data and combine load data. If you go for combine transform data, this data, it should be loaded on Power Query Editor. If you go for combine load data, it will load the data in Power BI desktop. So as a Power BI administrator or Power BI developer, we should first observe the data in Power Query Editor. So what we'll do, we'll just go to the combine and transform data. Here we go. So all the data can be uploaded on the Power Query Editor. So this is the sheet we have, which have all the data with us. I'll click on that. See, it makes the complete sheet of combining all these data. So we'll just have a preview of this data and just press OK. Car data is open. Car file is open. Let us close this file. Yes. Yeah. So here we have our all the data from monthly salary, right? So we'll start with the 16 April, the all this data we have. It combine all the Excel files, right? Got it? Is that fine?
Bhavesh, I have a doubt in this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what is the exact objective of doing this? I didn't understand that. What do you mean to do? What is the purpose?
For doing this?
Yes.
Okay, fine. The purpose is that, for example, in 2016, this is my folder. This is my sales data. I am a person who is take care of sales, right? So what I'll do, I'll as a salesperson, I'll prepare Excel every month and
Okay.
just go to the desktop. This is my data and this is data set and this is what, right? So I'll click on my February report. This is my sales data I'm fitting in the Excel. See, this is my sales data
Okay.
of February month, right? And this is my sales data for March month. Got it?
Okay.
Nah, right. So now although we prepare the data, we prepare the report with February to September,
March.
right?
Okay.
Prepare all the table from February to September. We will have a data with us up from February to September. We will have a report with us from February to September. Now we will got a new report. We'll get a new data. For example, let us take Control C, Control V. So we'll get a new report or new data for our another month, that is October. Got it?
Okay.
This is the new file. In October month, I received this file and I updated in my Excel folder. And I want to know, because although we prepared reports up to the September, and I want that this data, when I added in this folder, it should get updated in the desktop as
Power
well.
BI desktop. Okay.
Exactly. In this desktop as well, it get updated, right?
That means report is created up to until September.
September. Yeah, report is created. We already, although we see, although we have because all the report every month we are having a number of reports with us, right? For example, in the initial first month, we have only report for February. We don't have any report from another March, April, May, June, like this, right? We only created a report. We only created a folder in which there is only 1 month. Look at this. You only 1 month, that is February, right?
Okay.
Now what we want? We want that every month the report is Excel is updated in this folder, and it should reflect on my report as well in next month, in next month, in next month. So likewise, we can update everything in this folder and it will reflect in my Power BI. So again and again,
So
we don't have to do
you mean to say automate? Is it like automation?
Yeah, it is automation. Once we upload the
Okay.
report, it will directly get directly connected with that folder. It will get updated and it will give the new data, new reports, new updates with us, that what is the sales, what is the profit in this current month,
Okay.
right?
Yes, getting it.
That was the purpose of this. So we are just connected the folder with this report.
So
So
Bhavesh,
only you need raw data first. That's it.
Yeah, we need just raw data. Since we have
Okay.
since the business provide you the raw data for a month of January, we just prepare the report for month of January. That's it.
Okay.
It's all done. When you get the data for Excel format data for month of February, just put that data, Excel format data with the same headers, same column name into that particular folder, and you will observe that your report get updated.
Okay, getting it.
Got it?
and in case if we need to compare the data for different months, for example, quarter wise, 3 months, 4 months, or 6 months data.
Fine. So
Then-
we'll do the operations. We know the operations, that how we can split the into the years, into the months, into the quarters.
Okay. So
We know the operations with respect to date. So we have the date column with us, right?
yes, yeah.
We have the
But
date column
can
with us.
we extract the data for comparison from different Excels from the folder?
Sorry?
For example, if we want to compare data for January, February, March, so how can we compare, like what is the highest sale, in which month we got the highest sale or something like that out of
Yeah. Fine. But what we have to do, we have we have a most important part. We have a dates with us. From date, we can take out the split the year. We can split the month, right?
Yeah.
We can split into the quarters.
Yeah.
Right.
But currently, if we see that at a time we can see only one Excel, and we can extract data from that only, like order date for September month or something like that. But if we need to compare against 3 months, then
So for 3 months, that means you have to know about, just a moment. You have to know about for 3 months for which year. For example, we are talking about this 2016. In 2016, we talk about January, February, and March. right?
Yeah.
So in 2016, I will just split my table into the years. It will give 2016, right? Then I split my date into the month. So 2016, it will be January, it will be February. In 2016, it will be March, and likewise we'll get all the data points,
Okay.
right?
So when we are loading the data from the folder, so it is giving us like combined data from all the Excel files. It's not just separated by months or something like that, right? And
No,
that is the reason we can retrieve data accordingly from that this
yeah,
master
exactly.
Excel
Because
file.
actually what is our ultimate aim is what?
Mhm.
Once we split our data into the years, months, everything, will do all the operations in the Power Query editor, right? And
Yeah.
what is my ultimate objective? With the help of this data, we should plot a graph. That's it. This is my ultimate objective. We should draw some bar charts, some pie charts. That's been my ultimate objective.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the reason we have kept the column names same so that data can merge properly.
Exactly.
All the months. Okay, now I
Exactly.
got it. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Right. So that is how we can combine our all the columns, merge all the Excel available in a particular folder, right? So it's done, and next we left with the yeah. So now I'll just again saving this file, because maybe we use some of these files for further work. Yeah. So now what we have to do, I'll share yeah, number two, number one, first thing is that this is the large folder. I'll share with the team. They will share you with this monthly sales data, right? I'm not supposed to share this data on this chat, right? Is that fine?
Yeah.
And I'm sharing my another data, that is region order data. Yes, open the chat and download this data. Download this data. If it's done, just let me know.
The same data which you shared in the beginning, or it's a different one?
Just a moment, maybe. Let me check. No, I didn't share this data. I think I shared. Regional orders data. I shared this data. I shared this data previously. Yeah, fine. So go to the Excel workbook as usual. We have to region order.
Actually, I did the same. I uploaded the PDF again, but it's again showing the date format in that particular manner only. So can I
It is not showing. It is not showing 1963.
No, so can I share my screen with
Yeah,
you?
you please share your screen.
Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible now.
So how to change it?
Yeah, click on this date. Yeah, just click on this. Yeah, see here. Just a moment. Remove your cursor. What you can observe? What is this? It is in which format?
It is in your month, date.
Text,
No.
text
It isn't.
format.
It isn't text format. Just observe the
Should be
header.
calendar.
It isn't text format, right?
Okay.
Convert into. Just click on it and convert into the change. and come to the date. Date. Yes, date. Click it.
Now
Done?
it's showing error over here.
Yeah, error. It is showing the error. So it is, I think it is a blank or what?
No, it was not blank.
Remove.
Actually, the format is of date is in the form of your month, date, and year. MMDDYY. So
But
that's why when we
again.
convert into date, it shows error.
Okay, fine. Just click on that again and change text. Just click on date time. Why it is showing error? Just click on then just remove this step. Again, click on that. Just click on that. No, don't click right click. No right click. Just click on that. Click on the date. Why it is showing the error? It's not something like this. Let me check. I'll get back to you. Let me check.
Fine issues.
Yeah. Please let me check. Then I'll get back to you.
Stop share.
So now we have is it visible?
Yes.
Is it visible? Okay, fine. So now we have uploaded this. Yeah. Now upload this regional orders data. So we have in this data, we have a single. First, I'll open this data in Excel. Then we have a single Excel workbook, right? This is a single Excel workbook, and we have this data in a different sheets, right? This is a single workbook, and we have data in a single sheet. North order, south order, and the east order, right? So what we have to do, we have to append all these three tables with each other and then do some analysis and create a new table, right? So from here you can observe that if you talk about, see, when we are appending any table to another table, then it should be have a same column name, then only it will read and it can get appended, right? So here we can see that north order, that is ID, company ID, and order date. In south table we have order ID, company ID, and order date. And east orders we have order ID, customer ID, and order date, right? So in this south and east orders we have the same column name, but if you talk about north order, it is ID. So although you can change this ID name here in the Excel, or you can change this name into the Power BI, right? So we'll do, because we are working with Power BI, that will change the dates, we change the name in the Power BI, right? So let us, so I'll take all the tables and then go to transform. Just let me close this everything. Get the data, Excel, digital data. So east, north, and south. Transform. So here we have east is not north has ID, so we'll just change the name to be the order ID. Order ID. Now we can easily append this table with each other, right? So we have three tables with us, and what I want to explain in this part, just try to understand that what the business need we have and how we can optimize our table. So we have three tables, east, north, and south, and then we want to append these tables with each other. So we have to go to this home tab, and then we have this append query, right? We have the append query, and in append query we'll go for append query as new, right? So I'll click on this append query as new. So so first table is my east, and we'll want to add more tables, right? Since we can easily append query and we can easily make append with two tables, first table and second table, but we want to make to join the appended more than three tables, right? So east table is already there. We'll put this north table and put add south table and add table which we want to append. Just put into the table to append. This available table and table to append. Once the table to append is done with us, then we'll go for click on the OK. Now what we observe? What we observe? We can observe we got a new table, right? We'll got a new table that is appended table, right? This is the new table we have, and I just remove this. There is no point. So all the tables are get appended, and we will have with us appended table, right? So now what we are doing, we are just close and apply. We'll close and apply, and this all the tables are in our Power BI desktop, right? Let's wait for it. Got it. So although we have appended all the table, we appended all the tables into the single table, that is appended table, and these are my table from east, north, and south. Now, what the concept I want to explain here, just take annotation. Yes. So we have a three tables, right? For example, let us suppose this table have a 5 MB space. This table requires 5 MB, and this table requires, this table is of memory 5 MB, right? So total is of 15 MB, right? And we append this table into the single table, which also will be 15 MB, right? So when we upload this table in my Power BI desktop, the complete memory is consumed by this tables is around 30 MB, right? And what we want our report should be fast enough so that it cannot take time more than 2 seconds or 3 seconds. It should be fast enough, right? Fast it get updated. So what we want it should be having a less space, less memory space, so that our report can be get faster. So if we talk about these three tables, there is no point to add this table in the Power BI desktop, because although in Power BI desktop we have to play with the visuals, and when we update the visuals with the table, with the all these tables, it will take time to get updated, because once we put a refresh or update our visuals as well as this interface, this Power desktop, all the visuals get updated, table is also get updated, all this force table get updated, it will consume more time and our report becomes slow. So for that, we don't want to upload this table on the Power BI desktop, although we have to store this table on my Power Query editor, but we don't want it should be reflect on this Power BI desktop, because although we have appended all the tables and we have all the data of this table in a single table. So what we have to do, we have to go to transform. We have to go to transform, and this is the transform. and we will enable these 3 tables, and we only use append table for our visuals. So what we'll do, we'll just, enable load, continue. It will become italic, so you can easily observe it will get slanted, so it will not load it to the Power BI desktop, right? When you are working with in a team, if you observe this data should be get something italic, then it will be this data is not loaded on the desktop. This table is not used in the Power BI desktop for report generation, right? So now this is the table which we'll use for preparing the visuals. So now we'll go for close and apply. We'll put close and apply, and here it is. We left with only single table, that is append table, which is a new table generated by appending all these 3 tables. Got it? So ultimately what we did, we just enhance and utilize the less space or enhance the performance of our report so that it will become faster. Is that clear to all?
Yes.
Yes. In Power Query Editor, we were having north, west, and north, east, and south data.
Yeah.
And then we appended the data. And in desktop, we are only using the appended data, right?
Yeah, right.
So remaining 3 data, where it has gone.
Now it is available in the Power Query Editor. It is not gone anywhere. You just click on this table. See, this is the table. This is the table with us.
Okay.
This is the table. This is the table we uploaded in the Power Query Editor. But this table does not reflect on the desktop because here we are playing with the tables only. And in Power BI Desktop, we are playing with tables as well as we are playing with the visuals. So the speed become
Okay.
much more slower. So when we upload number of, see, we are using currently, since we are using some, doing some, some hands on that, we are using the small tables and with this required very small memory. When you work on a live data or actual data, it will be, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs of rows are there. And in that case, if you convert that 3 lakhs rows into the 50,000 rows, and when we are using uploaded this 2,000, 50,000 and 1 lakh rows tables in this Power Query Editor, and when same these rows are same the tables are going to the Power BI desktop and we are preparing the visuals. So although the 1 lakh rows does not having any use for the visuals, but also it will directly affecting our reports speed and consumes much more memory. So that's why we are not supposed to upload our tables in the desktop.
Okay. That means
Got it?
we are going to use only appended table for the visualization.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is my new table. The pre-processing we did on this table. This is my new table for my use, for my business use, for my visuals. You don't have a use with these tables. So although in case in future, if anybody required that we want the detailed report on this table, okay, no problem. Just enable it. It get enabled and close and apply. See, we have this table in this, right? So we can use this table if the required,
Okay.
and if it is not, then just go. Yeah, one more I have to give some shortcut. That is for going to the go into the Power Query Editor, just click on the transform data. Transform data, you can direct to the Power Query Editor, right? I'll enable it right now. Okay, close and apply. Right? And when you are in when you are in the Power BI desktop and you are in the table view, and from here you observe this data and directly you observe something you want to change its data, and you have to directly move from this table view to the Power Query Editor. What you have to do, don't go click on the visual and then go to Power transform data. No, when we are in this table, we are observing the data, and when we want some changes, just right click on that and you will have an option that is edit query. Just click on it, you redirect to the Power Query Editor. right? So to enter into the Power Query editor, we have two options. One, directly we have an option in our report view, that is transform data, or we can, if we are in a table view, you can just put right click, edit query, and you will go into the Power Query editor. Is that clear?
Yes.
So any doubt? Any doubt till now? You can ask. We'll have just 5 minutes. So if you any doubt, just
So pre-processing all should be done in Power Query editor.
yeah,
Any sort of
pre-processing should be done in a Power Query editor. That's it.
I have one query.
Yeah.
In east order data, there were 4 columns, and in north orders and south orders, there were 3 columns. So do we have to delete column in east orders and then we have to append, or either there is some direct option in append when we are doing performing the command of append, we need not to delete.
Which is the 4th column? We have these 3 columns only in Excel.
Actually, when we uploaded file, it showed the another column of testing, that is.
No, you remove that column. There is no point, because there is some some glitch in this. That's why they just create a new column with that. But directly we can get only 3 columns. So if there is any new column is observed, then just remove that column, because we does not work with that, because we are not having that column in our Excel. So that is the that is what we have, right? So we just observe the appended columns. The last thing that I have to, yeah. So this is the east column, north column, and we all did append query, append new order ID, and just appended north. We did this job. Yeah, this is my new table, right? But now what you can observe, there is something problematic data we have, because although we appended the table, but we are not supposed to have to understand that which data is from east, which data is from north, and which data is from south, right? Is it the problem with this data? Can you observe?
Yeah, it is combined. So
Exactly, it is combined, but we are not supposed to observe from where we'll start with the east orders, where we start with the north order. We don't have any idea about this. So we have to add some new columns, because although we have Excel, but we have to do some pre-processing, add some new columns, do some new calculations with our data, so that it can be give results in terms of visualizations, right? So what we have to do, we have to add some new columns in which we can perform that operation, which shows that this is the data from east, this is data from north, this is data from south. So just go to the east column, and we have here option that is add column, right? And add column, we have to add column which shows that what it shows, that it should be shows like this. There is a new column, and it shows that it should be a east, right? So what we have to do, we have to do a simple task. I'll perform on a one column. All the 3 columns I'll perform, don't worry, because we'll just take
region
it
or
off.
something, one column, common column.
Yeah, we'll just do one thing. Just a moment.
Do we have null values in our order ID?
No, we don't have any null values in that case.
Okay,
So now
because
what we'll do? Just see. So we'll go to the add column, and we go for the custom column. Custom column. Got it? Just click on the custom column. This window will pop up, and then the name of new column will be the region. Region, right? New column name will be the region, right? And which we have to custom column, and we put in the double quote whatever the name we have to put in my column, it should be in double quote, and we'll put it as a east, right? And I'll put okay. So here we go, right? Here we got the East as a region, and then we'll go for this 8 column, and then again new column name, same column name we have, and then we have to put the value in that, and since we are putting the text, we have to put in the double quote. So we'll write north. This is the north region, right? I'll put okay. This is the new column, and this is custom column. Again, this is the same region, and we'll put south, and this is okay. Here we go, right? So although we'll just add some new column for which is the part of data pre-processing, and then just go to the append. Wow, see, can you observe? We updated our table which is getting from the Excel, and we'll just get all this data is appended on our new table. This is appended table, so we'll get all this east, north. So now we can observe that from here to here we have east data, from here to here we have north data, and here to here we have a south data. So easy, we can do some visualization that from north how much sales we have, from south how much sales, how much profit we are earning, and how from east how much profit we are earning, right? Is that clear to all?
Yeah.
Any doubt till now? Is it done? So I'll just close everything and just finish the class. So any doubt you can ask. We will meet on next week. Stop sharing. Okay then. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye to all.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Will you share this PPT and the data on the LMS with the team so
Yeah,
that
I'll share it with the team. They
and
will-
are we going to get some cheat sheet also for the Power BI commands?
let me check out.
Okay,
If
fine.
there's something, I'll share it. No problem.
Okay,
Right? Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.